Type, I guess when we come from a vacation, we already forget about anything, everything. It's whether it's related to English or not with any subject. But for you, it's been more than a year that you did not study English. Maybe you study English when you want to, if you want to have, if you are good in English or if you like English in person, then you're going to be related to it. But if you only study English or if you only hear English in schools, then it's been more than 1 year that you did not study anything related or know anything related to English. Okay? Okay, so let's start. Today it's just introduction. We're not going to have anything. Again, قول ثالث، هذه فقط ثالث واحد. أعلم أنه يوجد لخبطة. لو دخل أحد أخبرهم أن أو تعرفون أن أحد هنا موجود في الفصل ليس في ثالث واحد، إذن أخبرهم أنه لديهم حصة أخرى. Okay? Okay, so let's start. The first thing that you should know is that in your book, or before we start the book, let's revise everything related to English, okay? If my voice is not clear, please tell me in the chat or open your mic. I need to hear your voices. Okay, so if I tell you, can you please rate your speaking in English from 1 to 10? 10 is the highest. 10 means that you're very good in English. How do you rate yourself? You can write in the chat if you want. How do you rate yourself? Rate يعني كم تقيمي نفسك? So from 1 to 10, how do you rate yourself? Honestly, how do you rate yourself from 1 to 10? Okay, Lama said 7, Raneem 7, Jumana 7. Very good. 7 is very high, by the way. Yaqeen said 5. I think, Yaqeen, you're more than 5. I think you're more than 5. I know you. I've taught you before. More than 5, I guess. Hi, Thalith. Who else? How do you rate yourself from 1 to 10? 10 is the highest. Do you think that you speak English very well? Very well, I think it's going to be from 7 to 9, 9.5. Okay. It's important that you know yourself in English. It's important that you know your level in English. By the way, whenever you're going to apply for a job later after you finish college, inshallah, sometimes they ask you this question is that, how do you rate yourself in each skill, by the way, in writing in English, in speaking in English, and also in reading or in listening. Sometimes they ask you these questions. Okay. Okay. Now, the thing that I'm going to give you just some tips before we start talking about the book. I will just give you some tips on how to have good English. We've known this before, but I'm just going to give them to you just to know how to speak a very good English and how to study English very well. You should know that in this age or at this age, you should be able to understand English very well. Maybe not speaking it very well, but you have to understand it very well. Okay? كتابنا سهل لكن لا يقارن بثاني وأولى. Okay? By the way, it's a very new book. It's not like the others. So everything in English or in any language, if you want, or if you're interested in learning any language, everything starts with what? With listening. It's like a child. Do you know kids? How do they start talking and speaking and saying their first word, mama or baba or any other words? By listening. Because they hear the mother said, say mama, yeah? So it's the same with us. Whenever we want to start learning, and I'm talking about personal experience, I start learning English very well by starting to listen. And I know listening is boring. And I know that sometimes when you start, or at the beginning, when you start listening, it would be very difficult for you to understand, especially with other accents. Maybe we are very familiar with American accents, but with British accents, it's very difficult. By the way, your book is an American book, so maybe you should be listening to more American English rather than British English. So everything starts with listening. You should have some apps. I will recommend them to you. Those apps, they have those radios, whether you're going to work out or you're going out in any place, or maybe you're shopping. Okay, I'm not talking about regular shopping when you go to the mall. Maybe you're online shopping, right? Sometimes you would be silent while you shop. So I recommend for you while you shop, you can what? Listen to any of those what? Those apps. I need you to download them in your phone. You can search them now in your phone if you have your phone. And you can listen to anything while you do anything. For me, I don't know about you, Talis, but for me, whenever I want to get ready for a party or for any place that I have to go, I don't like to get ready and do my hair without listening to something, anything. Okay. So I don't know if it's the same with you. If you want to get ready, do you do the same? Do you love to listen to something while you get ready in your room, or do you just get ready silently? Hmm. Huh, Talis? I'm asking you, whenever you want to get ready to go out, do you listen to something in your phone? Hmm. Huh, Talis? No. For Manar, it's no. Yeah, I used to be like that. I didn't used to listen to anything while I get ready. But then I felt boring because it's silent and I want to finish. Sometimes it takes a long time to get ready. So I listen to anything. I listen to those to British radios. They have many radios. You can choose from them. They have also BBC Radio. So you can choose from them and listen to anything you want. Believe me, more and more you will notice that you understand what they are saying. At the beginning, I'm telling you, you're not going to understand. Maybe some words you're going to get from a whole sentence, but then you will understand. Okay, then we have you have to read. After you listen more, or while you listen more, you have to read and read and read. Why? Why do we have to read? Why do you think? Hmm? Why do you think that you have to read? Have you ever read any book in English? Hmm? Come on, Talis. Have you ever read any book in English? No? Nothing? Okay. If you've seen something in English and also in Arabic, which one you're going to choose to read or maybe let's say it's a news. Would you like to read the news in English or in Arabic? Have you ever read any news in English and then tell your family about it? Huh, Salas? Hmm. Okay. The next step after you listen and then you read, the next step is that you have to speak to yourself. Before, when I told students that you have to speak in order to use all the vocabulary that you understood and you memorized, they say that we don't have anyone that we can talk to in English. Then don't talk to anyone, talk to yourself. Speak to yourself. It's not crazy. You can speak to yourself in front of the mirror. I did that, so you can do that. By the way, it's very good because you will feel more comfortable. You're not afraid that the person in front of you is going to judge you because you don't have good English or maybe because you didn't speak very well. No, you're just going to speak to yourself. And then maybe you can record yourself and then you can correct yourself. Have you ever spoke to yourself before in front of the mirror?
Yes.
Yes. How did you feel? Who said? Who said yes? Who said yes?
Me, Jumana.
Jumana, what did you feel when you speak to yourself? Did you speak to yourself in English or in Arabic?
Um, both of them.
Sometimes in English. Have you ever speak to yourself in English?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
Nice. Nice. Very good. Thank you, Jumana. This is very good that you try to speak to yourself in English. You don't have to wait for your brother to come from outside and then he can speak to you in English, or you cannot wait for your friend. No, you can speak to yourself and it would be very good. I promise you. The last thing that you should do is that don't stop writing. Whether you like to write in a notebook or in a paper using your pen, okay? Or if you would like to write using what? Your favorite apps. I know that most of you have an account in Twitter and in Snapchat and in Instagram. Maybe you can write anything or about your feelings in English in Twitter, right? You can do that. Have you ever tried to do that in your Twitter account? Have you ever tried
Yes.
to write something in English? Right, Ilaf?
Yes.
Yes, I did that also before. I tried to try to write many things in English in my Twitter account. Now, when I look back to them, I have grammar mistakes. I have mistakes in the structure of the sentence, but it's okay. At the time, I thought that I am very good, that I can write something in English, and my friends can see that. You see? And also in Snapchat, also in Instagram, you can take a picture and then you can post it in Instagram, and then you can write a comment about this picture in English. You can, by the way, if you don't know how to say something in English, you can take it from the internet. It's okay. You can take a quote and then write it in the post just to, I just want you to be familiar by writing anything in English. Okay, understood. Those are just some tips for you if you want to study English very well. Okay, I know that next year, inshallah, you will be all of you, inshallah, in college studying the things that you have chosen, the majors that you have chosen. So I don't have to tell you that English is very important. You know that very well that you have to study English. Okay. Um, Now let's talk about the rules and the marks. Please, Thalith, pay attention. You should know that you're going to take the marks and the grades that you deserve. I mean, if you did not bring your homework at the time that I asked you to do, or if you did not participate, and when I say participation, I say that you have to turn on your mic. I'm not going to consider participation in the chat. طيب سأقولها مرة أخرى. المشاركة في الشات لا تحسب. لا تحسب. اوكي، ربما احسبها مثلا لجمانة. جمانة مثلا تفتح المايك، لكن احيانا مثلا ممكن تكتب على الشات. اوكي، لكن جمانة مثلا لا تغلق المايك طوال الترم ودائما تكتب في الشات. لا نحسب المشاركة من الشات. اوكي، الا لو تحدثتي معي على الخاص ورأيت فعلا أن يوجد مشكلة عندك في المايك، غير ذلك لن يقبل. اوكي. Like, let's talk about the marks, and please, if you want to write them down in your notebook or something, it would be very good for you. The first thing that you should know is that participation is 20 marks. طيب هذا طبعا توزيع مختلف، التوزيع اختلف الآن، صار participation is 20 marks. You have to participate by turning on your mic. This is how I'm going to consider your participation. Okay? طيب teacher, I don't know how to speak English, or teacher, I don't understand you. It's okay. I'm going to ask different questions. وأحيانا تكون الأسئلة مثلا من قبل، يعني أنا أقول لك tomorrow we're going to do exercise A, D, C, any exercise. So from before, in advance, you're going to prepare or you're going to answer all of those exercises, and then in the class you're going to participate. Okay, I'm very easy in participation. I will consider anything as a participation. Even your question is going to be considered as a participation. Okay, please stop me, Thalith, if you have a question. Right, speaking is going to be 10 marks also. Okay, speaking, as you know, speaking is very important. Sometimes we have classes only about speaking. Sometimes no, I ask a question and then some of you maybe a discussion question. دائما يكون مثلا أحيانا قبل الدرس يكون في discussion قبل أن نبدأ بالدرس about the lesson itself. So if you speak while we discuss something, or if I ask you about your experience about something, it's going to be considered as speaking. يعني لا تخافي إنه ممكن درجتك تذهب. No. Okay, speaking يكون لطوال الترم ويكون أيضا لحصص معينة إذا حددنا. Okay. And then you will have homework and projects. It's going to be 20 marks. Okay. But there is something you should know about the homework, yeah, Thalith, and the projects. Our projects, sometimes they are individual, sometimes they are with a group. Okay. Can you please write in the chat so I would know that you listen to me? Are you with me? Can you write yes in the chat so I would know that you are with me? Thank you, Raneem and Ilaf. Are you with me, Salif?
Yes.
Thank you, Jumana. Thank you, Manar. Thank you, Sumaya and Lama. Right. Just let me show you something. There is something you should know here. طيب غالبا أنا لا أقبل الرسائل أو لا أقبل الواجب الذي يسلم عن طريق الرسائل. لا أقبله تماما تماما. طيب إلا لو كان يوجد عذر أنك لا تصلك الرسائل لا تصلك الواجبات. غالبا من الواجبات وأوراق العمل أنا أضع مثلا واجب في ملف وورد، أنت تحلين الملف ترسلينه مرة أخرى ترفقينه مرة أخرى. أتوقع الآن كلكم تعرفون مثلا كيف تحولي الملف إلى PDF أو كيف تحوليه إلى تحوليه إلى وورد. كل هذه الأشياء أصبحت معروفة. الرسائل البريد هذا أنا لا أفتحه إلا لأشياء أخرى. طيب لا أفتحه لحلك الواجب إلا لو كلمتيني مثلا لما كلمتني على الخاص قالت معلمة أنا لا يظهر لي الواجب ورأينا أنه فعلا عدة واجبات أنا أرسلها ولما لا يظهر لها الواجب. طيب لكن مثلا يمر نصف الترم، طيب يمر ممكن 5 أسابيع وكل يوم نحن نرسل واجبات وأرسل. طبعا أنا إذا أرسلت واجب أرسل لكم الأسماء التي سلمتني الواجب حتى تتأكدي أن واجبك وصل. طيب لكن نصل إلى 5 أسابيع من بداية الترم، بعد ذلك يعني تخبريني إنه معلمة ترى لا تظهر لي الواجبات، أو معلمة أنا أرسلته كيف لم يظهر لك؟ طب أنا أرسلت الواجب وأرسلت لك حتى أسماء الذين حلوا الواجب، كان المفترض يعني إنه تتأكدي هل اسمي موجود غير موجود. Okay, so you have to make sure that I got your homework. Okay, homeworks are very important, Thalith, please. Okay. Then we have the behavior. It's going to be 5 marks. You have to pay attention to your behavior in the class. You have to pay attention on what you write in the chat. Okay, right. Your book is going to be Mega Goal 5. If you remember, you study English. You يعني دفعتكم أنتم you study English as traveler 1, 2, 3. Okay. And Traveler was a British book. You're going to study Mega Goal and it's going to be an American book. There is no difference. For me, I prefer Mega Goal. It's easier than Traveler. ربما لم ترون لكن كتاب Traveler الذي كان لثالث لكم يعني كان يعني أصعب صراحة كثير جدا جدا صعب. Mega Goal 5 is easier. طبعا لا يقارن بأولى وثاني، يعني الجرامر مختلفة لكنه أسهل من الترافلر 5. Okay. Okay. طيب the book contents. What do we mean by the book contents? It means that the things that you have to study in each unit. by the way, you're going to have 6 units. If you notice in your book, let me just show you. Do you have your books, yeah, Salis? No, you didn't get your books. Oh, not all of you. Lama has her book. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. Right. Just I want to make sure of something. This is the units that we're going to study. طيب, pay attention. Can you see? We're going to study 6 units. Okay. لا يغركم أنها هي 6 units. It's easy, by the way. Even though it's 6, it's easy. As you can see, after 3 units, they always have expansion units from 1 to 3. It's like a revision unit. Okay. كأنها مراجعة للوحدات من 1 إلى 3. And then 4, 5, and 6. And then you're going to have expansion units from 4 to 6. You see? Okay. Right. So in each book, you're going to have contents. The first one is listen and discuss. Sometimes it could be passages like this one. Sometimes it could be pictures and talking about things. So it has different things. Okay. And then you have pair work. It's usually speaking. Okay. Then you have the grammar. Okay. You will have the grammar like this. And also you will have conversation and questions about the conversation. And the yellow things here, it means new phrases, not new words. It could be sometimes new words, but also they are new phrases. Then you will have one page that has 3 things. What are those 3 things? Listening, pronunciation, and then the vocabulary building is for the reading. دائما يكون في vocabulary building. الصفحة التي بعدها مباشرة يكون في ماذا؟ Reading. Vocabulary building هذه new vocabulary that you're going to study in what? In the reading here. You see? Okay. And then also you're going to have writing in each unit. هذا الأشياء اللي أنا أتحدث عنها هذه في كل unit. ليس في unit 1. No, in each unit you're going to have those things. You're going to have grammar, reading, writing, and all of those, as we used to have before. Form, meaning, and function, it's considered as grammar. Okay? Form, meaning, and function, I consider those as grammar. حتى في الاختبار لو كان لديك سؤال في section الجرامر يكون هكذا من الفورم meaning and function ويكون أيضا من الجرامر هنا. Okay, so whenever you're going to study the grammar for any exam, you're going to study this and also this, form, meaning, and function. Okay, and in each unit, you're going to have a project. Okay, and those projects, sometimes they are going to be individual, يعني جمانة لوحدها منهر لوحدها, أو into groups, according to the projects that we're going to have. Okay. Also, after each unit, you're going to do self-reflection only for you to know that you understand something very well. The things that I liked about unit 1, the things that I didn't like about unit 1. Okay. And then the checklist about the skills that you should get in unit 1. And this is all about your book. Do you have any questions, Alice? Do you have any fears? Do you think it's going to be easy? Are you happy that I'm going to teach you? Alice, tell me your feelings. We only have 2 minutes left. Did you prefer that you had English in the first semester or in this semester؟ هل فضلتم أن تأخذوا الإنجليزي الآن أم فضلتم تأخذوه في الترم الأول؟
الآن.
فضلتي الآن يا إلاف؟ أتوقع الترم الأول ربما لديكم أشياء أصعب.
نعم.
Yeah, so it's good that you have English now. Your book is easy, by the way. I teach درست الترم الأول ثالث إنساني وهذا الترم أنتم. I'm telling you your book is easy. ربما بعض الجرامر يعني new for you. دائما اعتدتم إنه الجرامر يتكرر معكم simple present simple past وهذه الأشياء. طيب you're going to have those by the way in your book but they are easy by the way very easy. ربما إنه لازم فقط يعني نتأكد أكثر من الفهم. ربما بعض الجرامر تأخذ حصتين. طيب I just want to make sure for you we have 1 minute left. all of you should have a notebook. الدفتر نحاسب عليه من ضمن درجات الواجب. كلكم لازم يكون لديكم دفتر. Okay. All of you should have a dictionary for your own sake. لازم يكون عندك dictionary لك أنت ضروري. Okay. لأنه المستوى الفوكابولري الذي لديكم في الكتاب ليس كمستوى أولى وثاني. سهل. لا أنا لا أقول إنه صعب. سهل. لكن لازم يكون عندك يكون عندك dictionary. مستحيل دائما تفتحي اللابتوب تتأكدي من معنى كلمة أو تترجميها في جوجل. أوكي. فلازم يكون عندك dictionary. طيب. So you should have a notebook. You should have a dictionary. طيب just a minute. Let me check the attendance.